Think watering plants is easy? Just grab a watering can, give it a pour, and you're done. What if I told you might be watering your plants all wrong and losing a big chunk of your harvest because of it? Many of us make the same mistake. We water everything the same way, like a one-size-fits-all approach. But a tomato isn't a carrot, and a cucumber is definitely not lettuce. In this video, we're going to reveal the real secrets to perfect watering. You'll learn exactly how to water root vegetables, leafy greens, nightshades, and gourds to get those record-breaking yields. Prepare to be surprised, because the rules aren't exactly what you might expect. For thousands of years, humans have tried to tame nature, and watering has always been one of the biggest mysteries. Too little and your plant wilts, too much and it rots. But the real magic happens when you understand this. Every plant is a unique organism, with its own specific needs, its own personality. It's crucial to understand exactly what do you want to get from that plant. A juicy root, lush greens, or large fruits. This will completely determine your watering strategy. It's not just about giving it water. It's a truly tailored approach. Let's talk about the heroes hiding underground. These are our favourite root vegetables: carrots, beets, and radishes. Many people believe they need frequent, shallow watering, but that's a common and harmful myth. When you water often but only a little, the roots don't have to work hard to find moisture deep down. They stay weak and close to the surface. What's the result? Carrots end up short and bland. Beets stay small. And the most frustrating part, cracking. Have you ever seen a carrot suddenly split open right after watering? This happens because of stress. After a dry spell, the plant quickly absorbs water, but the outer skin can't keep up with the rapid expansion. The result? A split. Remember the golden rule for root vegetables. They need infrequent but very generous and deep watering. You want to encourage those roots to grow deep. Water less often, but make sure you soak the soil down to 20-30 centimetres. Use drip irrigation or water slowly so the water can penetrate properly. How often? On average, once every 7 to 10 days. During a dry spell, maybe every 5 to 7 days. Always check the soil moisture by sticking your finger about 5 to 7 centimetres deep. If it feels dry at that depth, it's time to water. This approach encourages the development of a strong root system that can reach moisture and nutrients deep down. Your root vegetables will grow large, even, juicy, and they won't crack. That's the magic of deep watering. Give it a try. What about leafy greens? Let's talk about those. These are our favourites: lettuce, spinach, dill, parsley, and of course, cabbage. Many people assume that since they're mostly water, they need a lot of watering. But that's a big misconception. If you water leafy greens deeply and infrequently, like you would root vegetables, you'll run into problems. The leaves can become tough and bitter, or even worse, they'll start to yellow and rot at the base. Why? Because the root system of leafy plants is much closer to the surface. They don't need to grow deep into the soil. They quickly absorb moisture from the top layer. What's crucial for them is consistent, but not excessive, moisture right in the root zone. Imagine if you overwater them. The roots will suffocate and the lower leaves will start to rot. The secret here is frequent, but shallow watering. Water in small amounts, but more often. In hot weather, this might even mean daily or every other day. Use a watering can with a sprinkler head, or water gently with a fine spray, so you don't damage the tender leaves or wash away the soil. Ideally, water leafy greens early in the morning or in the evening when the sun is less intense. Avoid getting water on the leaves in the middle of the day. This can cause sunburn or lead to fungal diseases. This approach guarantees you tender, juicy greens without bitterness. Your lettuces will be crisp and your spinach will be lush. This is a completely different approach than watering carrots, isn't it? Different plants, different rules. Let's turn to summer's darlings, the nightshades. That's our precious tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants. These plants are quite particular when it comes to watering. And here lies one of the most common and frustrating mistakes many gardeners make. Many people water tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants, by getting water directly on the leaves. You might think, what's the big deal? The plant absorbs moisture over its whole surface, right? But this is actually a direct route to disaster. Wet leaves are an ideal breeding ground for fungal diseases. Late blight and brown spot are just the start of the problems. Remember this, nightshades love abundant, but very careful watering strictly at the root zone. They need deep, consistent moisture, especially during flowering and fruiting. Lack of water will cause blossom drop. Too much water leads to fruit cracking, like with tomatoes, or makes the fruit watery. Water nightshades less often, but very generously. Once every 3 to 5 days, depending on the weather and growth stage. During fruit fill, when tomatoes are actively growing and ripening, they need more moisture. A single watering under each mature plant can use 3 to 5 litres of water. The main thing is, water should not get on the stems and leaves. Use a watering can without a rose, sprinkler head, or a drip irrigation system. This is the safest and most effective method. This approach minimises disease risks and ensures strong, healthy growth, resulting in large, tasty fruits. Avoid this mistake, and your harvest will be saved. Alright, let's talk about the real water guzzlers in the garden. Our champion fruit producers, the squash family. We're talking cucumbers, zucchini, pumpkins, patty pan squash. These guys really love their water. Many gardeners underestimate just how much moisture they need, especially when they're actively growing and setting fruit. If your cucumbers or zucchini aren't getting enough water, they show it immediately. The fruit stays small and might turn out misshapen or ugly. Cucumbers can become bitter, and zucchini can get tough and lose their flavour. You'll see flowers and young fruits yellowing and dropping off. It's like the plant is desperately crying out, "I need a drink." Squash plants have huge leaves, and they lose a tremendous amount of water through evaporation. That's why they need truly abundant and regular watering. This is especially critical during flowering, and most importantly, when the fruits are sizing up. The bigger the fruit, the more water it demands, so water your squash often and water them deep. When it's hot, this might mean every other day, or even every single day. Don't just pour water at the base. Water around the whole plant to reach those surface roots. Large zucchini and pumpkin plants can easily drink 5 to 10 litres of water in a single watering, especially the bigger varieties. Cucumbers also need consistent moisture levels. However, avoid using cold water. Cucumbers really dislike it and might stop growing. Always use water that's been allowed to warm up, like from a rain barrel or a watering can left sitting out. Proper watering is the key to getting those massive, juicy and delicious squash and cucumber fruits. You'll practically watch them grow before your eyes, plumping up with that life-giving moisture. It's one of the absolute best tips for a truly impressive harvest. Okay everyone, here it is, the most critical moment. The number one mistake most gardeners make is watering everything the same way. You simply pick up your watering can and pour the same amount of water generously around every plant, be it a carrot or a tomato. You think you're just giving the plants what they need, but in reality, you're causing them immense stress. Imagine this. You just found out that root vegetables, for instance, need infrequent but really deep watering to encourage their roots to grow downwards. But you are watering them often and shallowly, keeping the roots near the surface. Effectively, you've been hindering their growth for years, leading to small and cracked produce. Or consider your tomatoes, which are so sensitive to moisture on their leaves. They've been constantly suffering from fungal diseases because of your well-intentioned overhead watering. The real point is, proper watering isn't just about giving water. It's a whole system. It's the exact amount, the ideal frequency, the right method, and even the appropriate time of day. All of these factors need to be tailored to each specific type of plant. How could you ever think a one-size-fits-all approach would work when each plant has such unique needs and preferences? And this knowledge isn't just some theory from a book. This is your actual golden key to unlocking a truly fantastic harvest. You might have been struggling for years for every fruit, losing blossoms, watching leaves rot. And the reason, as it turned out, was hidden in something seemingly so simple and obvious. water. This realization will revolutionize your approach to gardening forever. And this is the game changer you've been waiting for in this video. Alright everyone, this is the most crucial part. The biggest mistake most gardeners make is one-size-fits-all watering. You water all your plants the same way, thinking you're simply providing moisture, but actually you're causing them stress. Imagine this. Root vegetables needing deep, infrequent watering get constantly shallow watering from above. Their roots don't grow deep, preventing proper development. Or nightshades like tomatoes and peppers, with constantly wet leaves, quickly fall prey to fungal diseases. The key is that proper watering isn't just about how much water, but also how often, how you apply it, and when. This isn't just theory. This knowledge is your golden key to a bountiful harvest. You might have struggled for years for every fruit and vegetable, and the reason was hidden in something seemingly as simple as watering. Realizing this will truly change how you approach gardening. So there you have it, everyone. Now you know the 4 golden rules for watering root vegetables, leafy greens, nightshades, and squash, and gourds. By applying these simple but powerful techniques, you'll see your plants thrive and thank you with an incredible harvest. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe to our channel. That way, you won't miss out on future tips for a perfect garden. What's the most fussy plant you have when it comes to watering? Share your experience in the comments. We'd love to hear about it.